you're now locked into the galaxy with E.T. Cali and Grip Magazine, man. Grab a hold of whatever you trying to do and grip that bitch. Don't let go. You know how a baseball player grips the goddamn bat before he knocks a home run? You want to know why he hits the home run so far? Because he grips the shit out of the bat, man. So grip whatever you doing. Hold on to that motherfucker. Never let go. Hit a home run, bitch. Grip. I get my start in radio. I moved here from California. I was in high school. I'm gonna give you the short shit version. I knew how to dance and rap. I was really good at like all this shit that y'all see like Chris Brown do, all them flips, and I was doing all that shit. And so I got on as a choreographer. I was dancing in the club. A lady that was at the station at the club seen me and hit on me, and then she was like, "Oh, you're way too young, but you should come intern at the station." I was like, "All right, bet." So I came to the station. I had nowhere to live. I was living out my car at the time, and fucking I was in the station every day, and like 2 months later, I was on the radio. That's the short version. Oh. But mind you, I was at the station like every day, like in programming, promotions, engineering. My first ever paycheck in radio, I was on the air 6 days a week, on the air, not getting paid. But my first paycheck ever was in engineering. I got a check as an engineer in Radio 1. It's like $100 for setting up live remotes and shit. I got paid more for fucking popping up at goddamn remotes. You had to dip?
Yeah.
Did you send it to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no. All right. Thank you. Yeah, so that was it.
What's like one of the craziest moments you had on air?
The craziest moment I've ever had on air, dude. Let's see. God. I had a crazy interview argument with Pimp C, R.I.P. That, you know, I had to kind of shut him down about Atlanta not being the South. He tried to say that Atlanta wasn't the South because of the time zone, and I was like, that. Yeah, I was like, by saying that, my nigga, is like basically saying that you guys are basically on Central Time, so there is no zones. It's just fuck geography and math. There's no such thing as South then, and so that kind of got me pretty popular. And then oh, there it is. And then what else? I remember a couple times like being on the radio while I was getting some toppy sloppy. Now that was amazing, dude. When you get your chrome polished while you're on the air, super talented. I'm making you sweat. I want you guys to know, is this thing on? Is your camera on? I want you guys to know she's sweating and rubbing her head like, this motherfucker is crazy.
I heard you were with the Dirty Boys, and now you're making your transition over. So can you tell me about...
I quit because I wanted to expand. And someone over there who shall remain nameless, but I do appreciate his words when he said it to me, was basically said, if you're not growing, then what are you doing? You guys got to understand, I don't care what no other personality says from here to fucking Texas. For the last 9 or 10 years, Dirty Boys, we changed the game of radio in the Southeast region. Period. We weren't doing nothing like anybody else on air, and our numbers reflected stupid shit. If you knew anything about radio, a 15-8 share, the only people on radio know what I'm talking about right now, but a 15-8 share in the top 10 markets, unfucking heard of. We hit that shit last year. And I quit because, first, I wanted to leave on top. 2, they weren't talking about expanding or growing. And I'm not going to sit there and be with a company who's constantly telling me I should just be happy to have a fucking job. It could be worse. We could be digging ditches somewhere. They don't tell me the obvious dumb shit as if I need to, but pay me, make it make sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay me $100 million, but if I'm generating this kind of money for you and you're trying to tell me I should just be happy to have a fucking job, well, fuck you. You didn't give me my talent. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of shit just kind of pissed me off. And, I wanted to do something bigger. I wanted to be in more than one market. And they had been talking about syndicating us for like 4 fucking years. Nothing ever happened. And so I was at a point to where I was like, well, what am I doing? I'm just going to keep beating the same people with a small wattage station. It's not like it has a lot of watts, but it has it doesn't, but it has immense talent. So I'm beating you in these other stations that have 100,000 watts. Here I'm sitting over here with 27,000 or 37,000 watts. 30,000 watts, and fucking beating a 100,000 watt station by a lot, get alone at all. And I'm like, yo, just help us grow. You don't have to pay me $1 million, but help us grow to where we can make sense about what we're doing. Everyone's stealing our swag, and we're not getting no credit for it. Nah, Every time the contracts came up, the first thing out their mouths was what they couldn't do. It was never about what they can do. It was never about, we can, this is what we can do right here. It was always about, well, you guys are doing great, but. I'm like, there's no, but and doing great should not be put together. So, it was just a lot. But it's a great stage to be over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just time to grow. And I felt it was time to grow on a bigger scale. My partner did not, in a different way, and he had other priorities that I didn't have, and there it is. But I had no problem with it because most of the, like, side P shout out came out of my mouth. I started that. The way I produced the show and made the drops and ran the boards and stuff, so there was nothing for me to just kind of remake some other shit. And honestly, I felt good about dipping because even though me and my partner was, going our separate ways, he didn't have to do nothing but crack the mic. The show was already done. Press play. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not leaving him abandoned. And it's not like he's weak either. He knows how to create shit. So they'll be fine. Just wanted to grow, bro. I just wanted to grow. It wasn't even about money.
What advice would you give to someone who's trying to start a career in radio? Because not everyone makes it. And everybody thinks that
I don't know. Like, you're asking the wrong person. I mean, I went to NTU, all right, which is now Natural Talent University. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know what to say to someone that says, well, go to school and do this, because every time I've ever gone to a school to talk about this kind of stuff, the stuff that they're teaching is, like, in my personal opinion, like 100% wrong. Outside of the facts of, like, the FCC and what BDS is and media based, outside of that kind of stuff, the stuff that they're teaching them is 100% wrong. It's like, it's all wrong. It has nothing to do with what radio is. But again, I'm coming from a perspective of ushering a new style of radio for millennials. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ushered in a new internet, I kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what they're teaching is even making sense. I don't even know how to address. I don't even know how to address some of the teachers and things that they talk about as if it's factual, because in my mind I'm like, y'all are crazy. Like, I would never tell a student to do certain things that they tell them. But again, they're talking from a curriculum of what they're supposed to teach. Because
a lot of things that you learn in school, you're never going to use it in the real world anyway. So.
Well, that is major one of them. The other half of that is that and I'm sorry that I'm talking and doing work at the same time, but
that's fine.
Because I'm syndicated in more than one market, I have to, like, pre-prep a lot of shit. But they teach them things, and then I go, well, that doesn't make any sense. I think a lot of times people think that because they have a voice that people want to hear it. I never knew that anyone was going to like my voice on the radio. It just happened that way.
It's catchy.
It just is, whatever it was. You know what I mean? It just so happened to work. I never knew that no one was going to get pissed off because I said she had a fat ass and they would laugh at it. Or that comedians that drive through the city who are millionaire comedians tell me when they meet me, bro, you're fucking funny. Like, you know what I mean? I never thought about stuff like that. I never knew. I never planned it. I just did. And so for someone who's working their whole life to get to where I'm at, and it's like, you don't happen. It's like, I think a lot of times people don't understand the difference between having a hunger and having a passion. You got to really ask yourself, are you hungry for this? Or are you passionate about it? And if you don't know the difference, then maybe you should really, really think about what you're doing first. Because the difference is immense. It's a big difference between hunger and passion. And if you're hungry for something, always remember that when you eat, you're not hungry no more.
Hit it right on. You also been making your TV appearances. You're on Lifetime. You're on VH1.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri. First of all, shouts out to JD for even calling me and saying, "Yo, come do this episode. Come do this. Let's try that. Let's play off of that." The last episode, we were like in a ring and there was like a battle or something like that. I do mixed martial arts as well, so I do a lot of cage fighting and stuff as training. But I think he kind of played off of that and put that battle in there. Maybe he did it. He could have been like, yo, thinking of something else, but he knows I do that. But JD kind of watched me grow up as a kid out here. He remembers when I was an intern. He remembers me being at those parties while he DJ'd. He remembered me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's seen me do this shit. And so when he calls, first of all, it's Jermaine Dupri, dude. Like, You're not gonna not fucking go if JD says, "Hey man, listen, I got all right, where nigga, I'm there. What do you need me to do?" You know what I'm saying? It's JD, dog. And now I got a lot of respect for him and his history in this music industry. So that's just a blessing to even be on there for 5 seconds, let alone 3 seasons of it. You know what I'm saying? Love and Hip Hop is pretty cool. They've asked me to be on Love and Hip Hop as a character like a few times, but I don't have the temperament for stupid shit. And the moment you edit me in a way that makes me look like stupid that I know it didn't happen like that for television purposes, guess what? It didn't happen like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it, dog. I'm not.
Take it to the radio.
You're not going to make me look dumb for your purposes of editing, you know? No. So I don't think I would be a good fit. And how I was on Love and Hip Hop through my partner Janix being on there was good enough. You know what I mean? That was a good enough way. I can do it that way. But you're not going to play me, bitch.
So with your relocation over here with iHeartRadio, tell me about what's going to be, is there like a new spin to your show?
Yeah, I've created a whole new show.
Okay.
I quit November 15th. I had a new show designed by December 12th.
Didn't waste no time. What can your listeners expect from the new show?
Me? I'm not telling these niggas shit, man. Like, I don't know when you putting this out, bruh. And then most of these motherfuckers, dog, don't have the talent to think for themselves. And I used to, you know what I found myself doing for a lot of years was worried about the things that I do so I wouldn't seem like I was a know-it-all, or so I wouldn't seem like I was having an ego or something like that. But no, I don't give a fuck, homie. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and withhold some of my talents for your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because you feel like you should be the person, or you feel, and I found myself doing that. And it's happened so much with Dirty Boyz, where people have taken our show segments and named them something else, but they know they got it from us. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing Battlegrounds for 10 years, bro, out of Atlanta. There's not an artist out of the ATL that has blown up that did not touch Dirty Boyz first before the rest of Georgia or the world heard them, period. And when I hear other shows doing their version of that, I'm like, okay, well, y'all weren't doing this style of it before. You might have did like a dig it or dish it type of thing. One song goes and then the next song, the next day is too. But you didn't do like a weak version of it and then gave them a fucking interview. And then film the interview and put it up on you. You weren't doing that shit, bro. You weren't going out here doing the things that we were doing in the way that we were doing. You weren't putting strippers and IG models on your page, interviewing them for the last 4 or 5 years like we were. You weren't doing that shit. Now you're doing it. You're welcome. Because I damn sure wasn't listening to your ass to get that idea. So I have a lot of passion for this business in all aspects. I do music as well. Like, I love, like, how could you not love the hip hop industry? It's in the best place it's ever been right now. In all aspects. Musically, visually, we run this shit, dog. Stream-wise, we're the number 1 downloaded and streamed music style in the world. Over everything. It's great. It's fucking awesome.
Where can your followers follow you at on all social media handles? ET
Cali, IG. I had to have 2 Facebook pages because I used to have a personal one and then it got filled up, so I had to do like a fan page. I know it sounds weird, but I had to do like ET, and then ET Cali 1 is my Facebook shit. TheRealBenefit.com is my webpage. I Am Benefit, Real Benefit, shit, they're all there. I don't know what else really. I'm in the clubs a lot. You can catch me out at like a lot of high school parties and college parties. I do that. You can even find me at Old Fourth Ward riding my skateboard sometimes in the ATL. That's kind of fun. You can find me at X3 Sports fighting. That's kind of cool. And that's pretty much it, man. I like to cook. That shit's fun, dog. You guys ever just like go buy random food or like try to cook like other styles of food? No.
Not no noodles or anything like that. You can throw down like
real cooking. Okay. I'm not talking about like just fried chicken and greens, my nigga.
Oh shit.
I'm not talking about that. That's regular cooking. I'm talking about like cooking, chef shit, homie. I try to like learn that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff is fun for me. Yeah.
You heard that, ladies?
They don't give a fuck. I look weird. Man, like, this nigga look crazy as fuck, bro. He got a samurai hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? He's got Tom Ford. Is he rich or is he poor? I don't fucking get it. They don't want me. I'm not their type. I don't spend money on pussy anyway, so I'm definitely not their type.
You heard it.